Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Tony This Morning Show. I'm Tony T. We're with you here every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, giving you live free picks for today's card. And on today's show, we'll have picks from the NBA playoffs, 15-game card from Major League Baseball, as well as single from the WNBA. If you would, guys, make sure you subscribe to our channel so you're notified when we're live. And, of course, a lot of great content here at TonyTwix.com. And give us that like, that thumbs up right off the bat. Greatly appreciate that. Helps us build up our audience. And what we're going to do here is we'll meet the cappers and get right to the picks. We don't mess around here on the Tony This Morning Show. Another live audition today. I think Alessandro raised the bar because we got Stephen Lemieux here who's going to say what's the whole show. Welcome to the show, Stephen Lemieux. Stephen, how you doing?
Doing good, thanks. Coming off a 1-on-1 day yesterday. Had the Battlehawks in the UFL, and then the Seattle Storm fell short in the WNBA. But looking to have a money making day today and chop it up with you guys.
Very good. Welcome, Stephen Lemieux here. Sorry, Fix more show for his live audition. Let's say hello, Rod. Rod, what's happening?
Well, not too much. 1-3 day for me, thanks to Boston. And then I lost with the Yankees, and I had the Lynx minus 3.5. So they only won by 3. Didn't get the cover there. Lost by the half point. Nothing like losing by the hook. Add that to the list of losing by the hooks. I don't know. I think it's pretty close, about even from winning by the hook or losing by the hook. It really does even itself out in that regard long term. So 1-3 day tough to start the weekend, but hey, some nice money makers here this weekend. Looking forward to it. Let's have a nice little bounce back Saturday for me here.
Let's do it. Let's say hello to Chris. Chris, what's happening?
Oh, not too much. 1-2 yesterday. Had the Yankees as well. Went on that train. It looked good for a minute, and then it all went to hell real quick. But even with Max Fried, I think that was probably his worst. Got to be his worst outing that he had. He had 3 strikeouts and gave up a whole bunch of runs. But we did cash our free pick video yesterday with the Cincinnati Reds on the money line first 5. And the first time in the video series, we have cashed 2 of our home run props with Josh Bell cranking it out there and Trent Grisham getting 1 out there. So that was some nice plus money there. I think Josh was plus 700. Trent Grisham was plus 370. So cash those. Really good day on that. Got some more for you guys today. We'll talk about that later. Just ready to get to it.
Yeah, absolutely. Solo, what's going on?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Nice day yesterday. I actually loved the card yesterday. So, me, I fired away. Made some nice little plus money, about 4.5 plus units. Don't really love the card as much today. Kind of light today, but I was with Chris. I was on that Nats game. I'm in home run prop. I had James Wood and Abram, so we got 1. So let's get to it. Let's make some money.
That's it too. Yeah, I looked back to 0-2 day. I should have went more because the games, the ones I didn't post, I had a good day with. I really like that over in the Dodgers. Did pull the trigger on it, but we'll bounce it back today. So let's get to it, guys. We'll start with the NBA. Don't forget about the NBA. There's still 1 game left. Well, maybe more if this extends here. Eastern Conference on here. The Pacers up 3-2 at home here, facing the Knicks. Right now, we've got the Pacers 3.5 for 4s. More 4s in the marketplace. Actually, I'm seeing 4 with heavy juice in one book. Chris, so we may even see 4.5 in some place. But right now, 3.5 heavy juice, 4 out there. Total sits here at 220. It opened at 218, and it opened with Indiana 3. So you can see the bigger movement here is to the over in this game. Right now, the injury report clean for New York. Just Bradley, a backup here for a center here for Indiana, is questionable. So we get started with Rod.
Yeah, for me in this matchup here, normally it's the Pacers bounce back, great in the first half after a loss kind of thing. But for me here, I'm going to take the Knicks here in the first half. I think they figured some stuff out, and I think they come into this game and play real well early. You look at the Pacers following a road loss, 3-6 ATS in that first half when they get back home. So for me and the Knicks, 7-4 ATS in that first half following a home win. So got themselves that nice win, forcing this game 6. I think they come out here shot out of the cannon, 8-5 this year as a road dog of 6 or less in that first half. You look at the Pacers at home. Yes, they have been good as a home favorite in that first half, 11-5. But I think this is that spot that the Knicks going to push the Pacers. I don't think they're going to take it light. I don't think this is going to be a blowout either. I think this is going to be a lot closer than people think, and it starts in the first half. So I'll grab the points with the Knicks.
There you go with Ron. We move on over to Chris.
Yeah, I'll take the over in this one. I think game 6 here, the Pacers, we know what they do at home. Also, we know what they do off of a loss here, especially when they score 95 points or less. They're 9-0 to the over. I think we see points from both teams here. We know how they get down at home. And if the Knicks are going to stay in this and have any kind of chance, they're going to have to put up some stuff too. So I think we get up and over that total, no problem.
There with Chris. Move on over to Steven.
I'm going to lay it here with the Pacers. They've been shooting the ball well. They're not going to want to go back to Madison Square Garden for Game 7. And I think the home crowd's going to be rocking. So give me the Pacers on the spread.
There we go from Steven. On over to Solo.
Yeah, I agree. I think the home crowd will be rocking, but I also agree with Rod. I think the Knicks are going to come out fast. I think they're going to start strong. Carl Anthony Towns had a little more rest coming off that little knee injury. I think he'll be in a little bit better shape. I actually think the Knicks are going to attack. I think they're live. You guys take the points. I'm on the money line with the New York Knicks.
There we go here from Solo. Well, welcome here, El Ninos, to the show. El Ninos, just in time for the NBA game, Pacers and Knicks.
Yeah, sorry about that. I was having some issues with the camera. But yeah, it should be a great one. Again, I was very disappointed with that last game, but Pacers back at home here. I think they put up a better effort. I'd like them to come out strong here. My strongest play on this, my strongest free play would be on the Pacers in the first quarter, where they've won both first quarters at home so far and kept it close in New York. So back at home here, I expect them to come out strong. I'll lay the 1.5 in the first quarter.
If they're from El Nino, say what I think about this game. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Pacers as well. I'm going to lay the full game with the Pacers here. We've seen New York shooting on the road in the playoffs overall, shooting just over 42% overall, but they are hitting over almost 39% from three. But boy, Indiana, the shooting at home here, 49%, 37% from beyond the arc. Indiana has won and covered all of their previous 3 losses in the playoffs by 9 points or greater. And they put up points in those games. In 2 of those games, in those bounce back spots, they put up 129 points in 2 of those games. And they put up 130 in that Game 3 loss to the Knicks. So they've averaged 129 points per game in each of their 3 losses in the playoffs this year. Off a loss in the playoffs, I'm going to come back here with the Pacers in this one. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Morning Show as we turn our attention over to Major League Baseball. As we take a look here at the card, just a few minor notes here as far as pitching goes here. Looks like we've got some openers here in this Athletics Toronto game. Eric Lauer will serve as a primary pitcher for Toronto. So Eric Lauer, a primary pitcher. Maybe with Urena in there. He showed up as a starter yesterday, but it looks like it's going to be a bullpen game for Toronto here. Also for the Cubs, Ben Brown. Yeah, with that ERA over 6, we're going to make you a bulk pitcher now. So Brown at the bulk for Chicago today. There'll be an opener there. And it looks like to be the only change. We do expect a 6% chance of rain in Philadelphia against Milwaukee. That's a weather game there. But as I looked at also in the Mets game, we got a 74% chance of rain. 16-mile-per-hour wind blowing out there. We'll see. I may not even help the Rockies the way they've been hitting. But anyway, that's the way it looks like there. And no other changes. Let's see if it's still blowing out in L.A. like yesterday. Let's see what the L.A. weather is here. It's going to be at 82 at game time. Yep, still 8 miles per hour out there. That's why we've seen the line that total move over to 10. So there you go with all the updates with weather and pitching. So let's get to the games here. We'll start with the first 5 on this block will be Reds and Cubs. We got a line here. Cubs, $1.55, total 7.5. Athletics and Blue Jays. Blue Jays at home, $1.55, total of 9. Brewers and Phillies. Phillies, $1.80, total 8.5. White Sox and Orioles. The Orioles, $1.70, total of 9. And we end the block here with Cardinals and Rangers. And this one, Cardinals on the road, $1.45, total of 8. We start here with Rod.
Yeah, looking at this matchups, give me the over between the Athletics and Toronto. She scored 11, then he scored 12. He scored 23 runs in 2 games. I don't see why that would stop. The Athletics rolling out Hoagland and he's scoring a good old 5 ERA. I think the Blue Jays bats have come to life, especially at home there where they've shortened everything up, made it a little bit more hitter-friendly in Toronto, as they say, for those Blue Jays bats. So I think those continue to rock. Give me the over 9 in that matchup. And if the Cubs are running a bullpen game, I see Drew Pomeranz is going to roll out there as the opener for the Cubs in that one. And then Brown, follow it up with good old Brown. Yeah, give me the Reds there in that one with Lodolo on the mound. Got a nice win yesterday at a plus price, so we'll go right back to the Reds there in that matchup. And then looking at Corbin taking on Gray and the Cardinals. Looking at that matchup there. And Texas, hey, got themselves a nice little win yesterday. I think they continue with that momentum and then a nice plus price. It's Corbin Day, so I trust Corbin here in the spot at home. I think he can deal against the Cards and hold them down enough in the Texas Bats. So let's see if they officially have come back to life after scoring 11. Let's see if it was just a one-off or can they continue that here. I'll take Texas here at the plus price.
There we go with Rod. Move on over to Chris.
Yeah, definitely taking Cincinnati with the plus money there. Nick Lodolo versus the Cubs bullpen game there, plus 140 we're getting. I think you got to look at Toronto run line there. You got Hoagland on there for Athletics. He's given up at least 2 home runs per 9 innings. I think this Athletics team just keeps getting rocked by these Blue Jays. So we're going to take Toronto on the run line. Looking at we got rain in Philadelphia and everything going in that Brewers game. I'd lean the under there. I mean, we got Jesus Luzardo there. I think you can keep control of that one, keep it under 8. And I'm going to go under in Texas, St. Louis as well. I think, I know we got Sonny Gray and Patrick Corbin, but we know what Texas does at home. So I think we go back to the under in that one.
There we go from Chris on over to El Ninos.
Yeah, it's tough to go against the Reds here, but I think maybe the stronger play would be on the Reds in the first 5 innings, getting the half run. But again, ton of value on the full game with the plus money as well. I like the Blue Jays -1. Love the Phillies -1. And yeah, I mean, I definitely like Gray better than I like Corbin, but I think there's some value here on the Rangers at home with Seager back in the lineup. I think they're just a different team, and he's been pitching well enough. And Gray hasn't had his best season, so yeah, some value on the Rangers as well there.
Yeah, from Al Ninos on over to Steven.
Yeah, I'm looking at that Cardinals versus Rangers. The Rangers have had a lot of unders this season, and their bats have been struggling as of late. So I'll go ahead and take the under in that game.
Yeah, from Steven on over to Solo.
Where we at? White Sox and Orioles. I think we got Martin and Kramer. Not a big fan of Kramer. I'm always on the White Sox first 5, but I'm actually going to take them full game in this one. Take this plus money. Just don't really like what I'm seeing from this Orioles team. And Milwaukee with Patrick and Philly with Luzardo. I know Luzardo's holding it down, but I just think this is a nice little value spot. I'm going to take my shot. I'm going to take the Brewers with the plus money.
Yeah, from Solo, tell me what I think about these games. Yeah, I like the Reds coming in. Lodolo on the road, an ERA of 3.39. Reds now 6-2 on the road against winning teams, winning over 5 units. So they step it up here, and their bats have been red hot. And I'll look at them in that spot. Give me the over again. Athletics and Toronto here. Toronto's bats are hot, hitting 260 at home. But this Athletics bullpen, an ERA over 7 over their past 6. Toronto is now 9-0 to the over against these bad teams with a 380 to 480 win rate. So I'll take the over here with Athletics and Toronto. So they feast on these bad teams with scoring runs. And there, also, I'll come in with the under. That's what Texas does at home. They go under. St. Louis at 245 here on the road. Texas were red hot, were ice cold coming into this series as well. Corbin's numbers have been better at home, so I'll look under in that spot. And yeah, I was going to take the White Sox full game. Dean Kramer on the mound. It's the White Sox, but you got to listen. I think what Solo said, hey, these teams are going to win. They're going to win a game here and there, right?
The worst team's going to win 30 games. Come on.
Yep.
Take some shots.
Make some shots. You got to take your shot. This is the shot I'm going to take with the White Sox. They're going to win once a week. That's how I look at it. Or at least once a week, maybe twice a week. They're going to win. So you got to find that spot. This made that spot here against Kramer here, who's been a gas can. Look at Kramer in the 6 days starts in ERA near 6. The bullpen in their the Orioles bullpen are over their past 7 games in ERA over 9. Give me this is the spot to take Chicago here in this spot here. Hey, like I told you.
Just to know, watch out. Davis Martin isn't the greatest. He's 0-10 in his last 10-day games.
Oh, he stinks. I agree.
Okay.
White Sox are the
greatest. Well, we got two. Well, we got 2 stinkers, but I got it the plus.
I get it. Just making sure. Didn't hear anybody talking about Davis Martin was ass 0-10 in day games. So I get it. 2 ass teams.
Well, part of it is
minus 170.
Well, I will say this. About Martin in 11 games on the year, an ERA of 3.45, WHIP of 1.26. So his numbers aren't that bad. It's not like he's got an ERA over 5, 3.5. It's really the teammates and the bullpen. But for me, it's more of picking the spot when Chicago's going to win their game once every week, and this might be it. But let's see. Yeah, those are the ones that I like in this block. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Morning Show as we continue on with the coverage here. In the next block of games, we got Rockies and Mets. The Mets, I see at $4 now at South Point. Oh my goodness, this one hit $4. 355 at Bet Online here. Wow, look at these numbers here on this one. The total sits at 8. Giants and Marlins here. The Giants $1.42 on the road. Total 7.5. Tigers and Royals. Well, it's Scooble Day, so the Tigers $1.79. Total 7.5. Angels and Guardians. The Guardians $1.75. Total of 8. And then the Rays and Astros. I think the Astros like to see Framber on the mound every day, but it can't happen there because Ronel Blanco is out for the year now with that Tommy John surgery. So they just lost a starter for Houston here. We got Houston here, $1.32, total 8.5. We get to start here with Rod.
Yeah, give me the over in that Houston Rays game. Colton Gordon, he hasn't given up he has given up 3 runs in every start. So his 3 starts, the Astros have got the win in those starts, but it's no decisions for him. And 3 runs, 7 hits, 5 hits, a couple home runs, 1 walk. So he's pretty good at not giving up the walk. Few strikeouts, but definitely giving up some runs. And we know Zach Littell on the other side for the Rays, he can give up a few. So I think we see both offenses get enough to get us over the total in that matchup. And then another one I'm looking at in this this middle block of the game. It's definitely not my favorite as always. And it is Scooble Day. And why is he only a minus 180 on Scooble Day? You figure he'd be minus 200, minus 220. I don't know. Something seems fishy on that line. So I'm going to go against Scooble Day. Give me Kansas City and Waka going in that one. Waka's been good. I expect to see a little bit regression from Waka at some point this season, but he just came in here and just continues to mow him down. So at that price, I don't want to lay it with Scooble. Something seems fishy there to me. So give me the Royals at the plus price on that one.
Yeah, Walker was when we went to Tampa Bay, he was a bullpen guy. So he wanted to work his way back in the rotation. So he wants that starter's money. So he's going to have to pitch well to keep it. We move on over to Chris.
Yeah, Detroit, Kansas City did the video. You guys can check that out for the deeper dive on YouTube channel. But I'm going to go under. And like you said, I think Michael Walker he's not terrible. We know Scooble what he can do. So I think we see an under in this one. And then as far as the Angels and Cleveland, I'm gonna take the plus money with the Angels here against Ciccone and take Kyle Hendricks. Probably not it didn't make the premium, but take the money line on the Angels there. And then I'm gonna go under in Colorado and Mets. I don't know who's gonna hit the ball there, but I think we see a lower win in that one.
Yeah, with Chris on over Alninos.
Yeah, I'm leaning Giants -1 here with Ray over Cabrera. Just a huge pitching advantage here for the Giants. And I also like the Rays getting some plus money on the road here with Littell over Gordon. I had them yesterday. I thought they were looking good for most of the game, but just couldn't hang on there at the end. I think they come back and get the job done today.
There you go. From Alninos on over Steven.
I'm looking at the Giants-Marlins matchup. I like the under here. Marlins have not been good against lefties in the month of May. Ray has been one of the best lefties in the National League, and Cabrera has been solid as of late, so I'll take the under here.
Yeah, with Steven on over to Solo.
Tampa Bay and Houston. I think we got Littell and Gordon. I trust neither pitcher. I think these bats warm up in this. We're going to take this total over. I agree with Rod on that one. Here we are again with another system play. The best bet in baseball. Give me the Rockies with the 1.5 and the plus money.
There you go with Solo here. Tell me what I think about these games. Staying on the mat, I'm going to go under again with Colorado, New York. I went under yesterday. Colorado's just a $1.94 on the road. Their bullpen has actually pitched pretty well of late. ERA of 2.78 over their past 6. I'll look at the under in that spot. Also, I like the under as well in the Tigers and KC. Walk at home, an ERA of just over 2. Royals here 9-3 to the under, facing a team with a slugging percentage of .410 or lower. I'll go under in that one. In that game. as well. So let's see. Yeah, that's going to do it for me in this block. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Six Morning Show as we conclude Major League Baseball with the following games. Red Sox and Braves. The Braves, look at this, $1.75, total 8.5. Twins and Mariners. This one about a coin flip. Mariners $1.06, total of 7.5. 7. Yankees and Dodgers again. LA here, $1.05, total 9. This total's coming down. We're not seeing the 10s anymore. Mookie will be out of this game. Mookie Betts out. He'll be out again tomorrow. So the 10s are gone. It's now back to 9.5 with the news on Mookie there. Pirates and Padres. We've got the Padres 213, total 7.5. When we close out with the Nasty Nats at Arizona here. Arizona $1.89, total 9. We started off here with Rod.
Yeah, and I like the over in that the Nationals in Arizona. Sorokin on the mound, he'll definitely give up a few. He's had a rough return to his career for the Nationals there. Trying to figure things out, but just looking like it's just not going to work for him. Just continues to give up runs. And good old Brandon Pfaadt, he gets himself in trouble. He gives up a few as well. And then we know what the fireworks happen when the bullpens enter this game. So give me the over 9 in that matchup. And then Seattle, the way they're playing and giving it up. Give me Ober and the Twins to come in there and snag another win over Seattle. Washington whoop you. Then the Twins just whooped you. I think Seattle's got to figure something out. That bullpen's imploding. So if that's happening, you're not going to win games. Give me Minnesota there in that matchup.
Yeah, I know you're saying for Seattle, not the bullpen employed, but they're starting pitching, right? They had some injuries there in the rotation as well. Just think if the roof was open, how many runs they'd be scoring in that series. Over to Chris.
Yeah, that was insane. Let's see. So I'm gonna take Bailey over Bryce Miller with the Twins here on the money line. I mean, if the Twins, they got to woo, and that whole pitching staff of the Mariners, I think they do it again. Take the Twins on the money line. That one. Bailey Falter, Dylan Cease going at it here at the Padres game. I know it probably looks good for Cease on Sunday when he faced my Braves, but he struggled to get those 8 strikeouts. Like, he struggled that entire game. I watched him. I think Bailey Falter's doing pretty well. I'm gonna lean under there. I think we see a lower scoring matchup in that one. Going right back to the Nationals money line, fading Fott or whatever. I can't ever say his name, but it doesn't matter because we're gonna fade him. Take the Nats on that, man. I think they hit this guy so well. We'll get into that later, but yeah, I'll take the Nationals on the money line.
There from Chris. Yeah, the roof is closed for the series here with Pittsburgh and Arizona. It's been closed since our last 2 series in a row. I think we're getting that. I think we're hitting that time of the year where it's probably not going to open anymore. We're getting the hotter weather. Just Byron Buxton did return yesterday. He's expected to play again today, so he'll play coming off that concussion list. Byron Buxton looks like he'll play twice in a row here for Minnesota. On over to El Ninos.
Yeah, I could definitely make a case for a lot of RBI props in this Nationals Diamondbacks game, and maybe I have. But we'll take the Nationals here. I agree. A lot of value there on the Nationals today on the money line and the over in that game. I like the over in the Dodgers-Yankees game again with these 2 starters going at it. And smaller lean to the over in the Mariners-Twins game. I just think the total is a bit too low in that one. And I think, with these 2 starters, we definitely can get over it.
There we go. With Al Nino's on over to Steven.
I agree with Rod and Chris here. I'm going to take the Twins on the money line. Bryce Miller has struggled this season. He's coming back off that injury. Hasn't pitched over 2 weeks. He's given up 11 runs in his last 2 starts before the injury. Ober on the other side has been excellent as of late, giving up 2 runs or fewer in his last 4 of his 5 games. I'll roll with the Twins on the money line.
There we go with Steven. On over to Solo.
Pittsburgh and San Diego, we got Falter, we got Cease. I don't really trust either one of these pitchers, but like you say, the Pirates bats just aren't warming up. But I think today they might get on. I think the Padres might hit Falter a little bit. I'm gonna take this total over 7.5, and sign me up with the Dodgers on the money line.
Yeah, with Solo, tell what I think about these games. I'll take the Red Sox at the big plus price. Walker Buehler, been a critic of his, but I can't ignore the fact that when you look at Buehler over his past 7 starts, an ERA of 3.44. And Schwallenbach over his past 5 starts, giving up 17 runs in about 31 innings. The Braves at this price point has been a coin flip, 5-5 at home when they're favored $1.25 to $1.75 this season. Braves Red Sox over the past 1+ seasons, 500 team is a dog of even money to plus 150. I'll take that big plus price here with Boston in that one. Yeah, I'm going to go over again in New York and LA. Landon Knack, they're on the mound here for LA, but I'm worried about the Dodger bullpen. Their top arms are out. We look at it'll be 85 degrees in LA, wind blowing out. Now, this is where the bats come alive for New York in the day games. This is a day game, even though it's the 7 Eastern. It's 4 o'clock local time. It'll be total daylight the entire game here. New York in these day games, 281 in their 24-day games, 39 homers there. And LA at home, 282, 47 homers in their 27 games. And Warren on the road in ERA near 5 there. And boy, Knack's been knocked around there at home. Although I think there's going to be a lot of innings for the Dodgers bullpen in this game. And over the past 26 games, they have an ERA of 4.5. Dodgers are now 9-1 the over against the American League. So I like the over in that one there. And I'm going to take Arizona run line and get the plus price there. I know the roof is closed. I know Arizona won, but look at Brandon Fett at home, an ERA of 1.78. I'm looking at that. I got a little bit of enough of an edge here in the starting pitcher here to go with the Arizona run line here. Soroka has been hit over his 5 starts, ERA 5.5 there. But Fats, again, the numbers at home I like there, so I think there's enough an edge here to take Arizona run line in this one. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Samora Show. We got you through baseball. Now it is time to move on over to, let's see. Well, we know no NHL. We're going to wait a while for the NHL, so we'll move right on over to the W today. Single game on the W tonight, or this it is tonight game here. Sky and the Wings. We got the Wings here going to be laying 2. Total sits at 173. Over to Rod. You're on mute there, Rod.
My bad. Hey, we seen a high-scoring game in that most recent matchup a couple days ago. Sky got their first win in that matchup, and the bookmakers moved it up a little bit, that total. I'm going to take under here in this one. We've switched venues, and we're now in Dallas. And look what Dallas does at home. They play way better defensively here at home in this one. I don't expect this to be the same track meet that we just seen. I will grab the under Sky Dallas here in this one tonight.
Here we go from Rob. We move on over to Chris.
Yeah, looking at this one here, I'm going to take let me see where the points are at here. I'm going to take the points with Chicago. I mean, they're 1-2 on the road, but Dallas is 0-2 at home covering the spread. So I'd rather just have those points in my back pocket with Chicago in this one.
There we go from Chris on over to on over to Steven.
I agree with Chris here. I'm going to grab the points with the Sky. They're going to have an advantage on the glass and the rebounding, and with Paige Backers being out, can't get behind laying the points with Dallas here. So give me the points with the Sky.
Yeah, Steven on over to Solo.
Yeah, I agree. I think the Sky running back. I think Angel Reese dominates down low on the glass, so take her over 13 rebounds. I agree with Rod. With Paige being out, I think this pace will be slower. I think this total probably goes under. But I think the best play is probably to take the Sky on the money line.
There you go from Solo. All right, we got you here through our WNBA segment. Now it's time for our Parlay Purple segment, where our cappers give out a parlay. They can get a team player prop, game of the future. Leave it up to or play it straight. We leave it up to the cappers in segment. We start with Rod.
We're going to kick it off with the under in the WNBA matchup. And then we'll head on over to the MLB, and we're going to throw in, give us Texas into that parlay, and then we'll throw the Kansas City Royals into that parlay. A little 3-teamer for you there today.
Yeah, from Rod on over to Chris.
We're going to go Reds money line, Angels money line, Nationals money line, and then we're going to run it back with one of Solo's from yesterday. CJ Abrams plus 500 for a home run today. We're going to call it a yesterday. Get that leftover. He hits Brandon Pfaadt very well. And God help him if he gives him the fastball, because C.J. Abrams crushes him. So, take C.J. Abrams today. We're going to cash on him.
Chris, on over to El Ninos.
Blue Jays -1, Phillies -1, and Padres -1. We're running the -1 back.
A chalk 3-pack from El Ninos. On over to Steven.
It's a parlay. We're just trying to hit it.
I'm looking at the UFC fight night for tonight. I got 2 parlays and a prop. The first parlay is Billy Ray Goff and Balaji Oki. That'll get you about -154. Second one, Zach Reese and Aaron Blanchfield. Those two gets you plus 116. And prop, looking at the main event, Aaron Blanchfield to win by submission gets you plus 400.
Very good. They're from Steven on the UFC. Thank you for that. We move on over to Solo.
We're going to go with the best bet in baseball. The Rockies plus the 1.5 at the plus money. We're going to go with the A's and the Jays over. We're going to go with Angel Reese over 13 rebounds.
There we go from Solo. Is that what I like here? I like here with the Reds, the plus. Give me the Red Sox to the plus, and give me Yankees, Dodgers to go over the total. All right, we got you through our parlay purpose segment. Now it's time to see what our cappers have for sale over at Tony'sPicks.com. As over at Tony'sPicks.com, we've got our cappers documented with their premium plays and best bets more, as you'll see here as we hit the share screen, and we'll let you know there. Link in the description to get there. We'll see what Rod's got for sale over at Tony'sPicks.com. Rod's put together a very impressive year, 5,556 units of profit. All document over at Tony'sPicks.com, as we've got leaderboards there, best bets and more. Rod, what's for sale?
I'm free over to Tony's Picks today. I got my MLB play of the day available over there. I got my titanium total in the NBA. I got my WNBA play of the day as well. All three of those are included in a Super Saturday pack where you get 3 MLB, my WNBA play of the day, and my NBA play of the day. So I don't know, scoop up that Super Saturday pack and let's have a nice big win on Saturday. Love those 5 plays today to get us paid. So jump aboard. Also take advantage of that 2-for-1 capper promotion. You see, I'm not the only hot capper here at Tony's Picks. So having 2 cappers putting cash into your pocket is definitely the way to go here. So don't forget Tony T at checkout, save 15% off. And also when you're aboard long term here at Tony's Picks, if there's that late play that we put in 10 minutes to 2 hours before tip off or puck drop or first pitch, you get that email directly to you as a long-term subscriber here at Tony's Picks. Hey, it's one of those exclusive for long-term subscribers that I have not seen anywhere else. So jump aboard long-term here at Tony's Picks is the way to go. Let's have a big Saturday together.
Yeah, get over at Tony'sPicks.com. All records are based on $100 unit wager, and you can verify all these records at our handicapper page. Scroll at the bottom. You can see all the picks here. You guys can go and check them out there at Tony'sPicks.com. Verify all the results if you like. They are documented here at Tony'sPicks.com. All right, we'll take a look and see what Chris has got for sale over at Tony's Picks. Chris, what do you got going?
Got you guys a 3-pack in baseball today, and then got you a best bet in the Eastern Conference Finals tonight. So go grab that up there. We've been doing pretty well in the NBA lately. We're looking to keep that momentum rolling forward. Looking to keep going in baseball this weekend. So yeah, pop on something long term. 3 days, 7 day. 3 days going to get you the rest of the weekend, all the way through Monday. And so you get that late steam action there in case anybody changes, any pitcher changes, things of that nature. 2-for-1 cappers. People put money in your pocket, as I always tell you, makes a lot of sense. So hop on that. And then don't forget that promo code Tony T is going to save you 15% off of my packages. I do have my MLB season pass. Get you every pick through the World Series for one price, and use that promo code.
Very good. Get on board with Chris over at Tony'sPicks.com. You can see all of our one-day passes are profit guaranteed. They must turn a profit amount purchased will be credited back to your account for site credits. That's profit guaranteed. So get on board with Chris over at Tony'sPicks.com. All right, we'll take a see what El Nino's got rolling over at Tony's Picks. El Nino's put together a really good NBA year. What do you got for sale, El Nino's?
No NBA up yet, but I do have my best bet in the MLB. Again, staying very selective there in baseball, but should come up with the with a play for the NBA too. So keep an eye out for that. And yeah, love my MLB play. So check that out. Grab a long-term pass or a 2-for-1 capper special, and make sure you get all the steam plays that way as well.
Very good. Yes, right. Get on board. I need us over at Tony's Picks. Get his MLB Grand Slam up there. Late steam plays. Now, all of our member plays are in by 11 a.m. Eastern time. But we continue to handicap throughout the day and night, looking for winners for our long-term subscribers. We can post plays in the system between 10 minutes and 2 hours before game time. Those are late steam and email directly to your inbox using the email you signed up at the service at Tony'sPicks.com. So get on board long-term, or get the one-day pass if you like, and get on board. All right, we'll take a look and see what's up. Solo's got rolling over at Tony'sPicks.com. Solo's been red hot. We see him also up on the boards in the NBA. What you got for sale, Solo?
Kind of like today, Tony. I got a best bet NBA, best bet MLB, and I actually got a 3-pack in MLB. I was waiting on some late information as far as that WNBA game. I might add one there. Talking with a strong panel, starting to kind of agree with the couple baseball picks. It might add one more late play, but sign up with me short term, long term. Pair me with your favorite capper. Pair me with the hottest capper. Make sure you use that 15% code. Let's get to the bank.
Get to the bank with Solo over at TonySpace.com. You can see he's locking low, a lot of baseball, NBA up on the board, best bets. So get on board with Solo. Long-term subscriptions available there. You can see 3-day, 7-day, 1 month, 1 year. And Solo's also offering a 1-year MLB season pass as well. A lot of the cappers are, but you can see Solo with a 1-year baseball pass. A lot of baseball now until the end of October. So we got another 5 months of baseball. So and Solo's firing in. So get on board with Solo over at TonySpicks.com. All right, I've got a best bet on the board right now for Major League Baseball. Also, I have a 3-pack bundling 2 baseball, 1 NBA. So you can get on board with me here at TonySpicks.com and go ahead and get signed up. All right, guys, we're with you here every day, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time with the Tony This Morning Show. So make sure you guys like, subscribe, set those notifications, be live with us to get the plays in real time. And if you happen to ever miss the show, just head on over to YouTube and just type in Tony's Picks in the search, and that's where you're going to find our replays. And if you hit the live tab, you'll see the replays of our live show. We do have a members feature. If you'd like to join, you'll get early access to my videos. So it's a way you can support us. Also, our happy hour. Rod hosts happy hour Monday through Friday here at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. So this is where you can find replays of the show. You happen to miss this live, or you want to go back and rewatch it for some picks. Hit the live tab for the live show. The video tab, lots of on-demand content there. You're going to find here from the cappers. See Dave Racy, El Nino's in there. Chris is up there. We got Ron Crawford with a spreadsheet play of the day. Deeper dives with these videos. Like you see Chris Rod in there with some deep dives. Of course, Ramon and Ron with the compilation WNBA. Kevin Thomas coming in with content. I've got some deep dives. KBO from Ron. So lots of great content over at Tony's Picks YouTube channel, guys. So check it out. I go with the deeper dives here on the major sports as well. So check us out. A lot of great content there. What the cappers talk a little bit what they got up there, Rod. Of course, Rod, you got some content today over on the YouTube channel. And of course, so we can catch your live show during the week, happy hour.
Yeah, definitely happy hour Monday to Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern. Definitely tune in there. We'll get you some winners of flow. And then, definitely got some content up there, some WNBA. And as Trevor alluded to in the chat, CFL is rolling along. The only thing where that your team total there on the Argos, it's the news on Chad. When's Chad Kelly going to be back? How quick is he going to be back? I'm a bet under that 10.5, to be honest with you. 10.5 sounds just a tad too many. I believe they won 10 last year, did the Argos. And there's just not a timetable for how long it's going to take Kelly to recover from that broken fibula that he had in the playoffs last year. So that's huge. If he's not in there, I believe he got somebody named Arbuckle, and he came from the Elks, and he wasn't very good. So take the under 10.5 in the Argos, and definitely be on the lookout. CFL starts next week. I'll have some videos for you covering the Canadian football.
Nice.
Absolutely. Great for that. Of course, Chris, you got great home run props and more over on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, guys, got you a deeper dive in that Detroit, Kansas City as to why to take the under. And then I've got you 3 home run props today. I'm just now adding about 3 more to the comments. So make sure you check out the comments there. Like, subscribe, keep up with them. Like I said, we did cash 2 of them yesterday. That was a big cash for us. Looking to keep that momentum rolling forward. I've got a new system that I'm using that really analyzes the little things a lot better. So that's where I got my stuff from yesterday. So it seems to be working out. Just keep up with that. I'm going to keep bringing you guys the best value on those guys and just try to keep cashing these home runs.
Very good. Of course. Al Ninos, you're always looking for those dogs.
Yeah, looking for some dogs, and there's definitely some live ones today. I went with 3 props, though. If you guys were looking for some sides, I know I went chalky on the parlay, but I would have gone with the Reds, the Nationals, and the Rays for 3 dogs there if everyone was looking for some plus money dogs. And it is the Champions League final, so
okay,
if you don't mind real quick.
No, I don't mind. Go right ahead.
Yeah. That's starting soon. So 3 p.m. Eastern, you got PSG going up against Inter Milan. Bit of a favorite, but that's a thing in soccer here. You get plus money on the favorite too on the 3-way line. At plus 116, I'll take a shot with PSG here to win the Champions League.
So that's winning regulation on 3-way line.
Yeah, you could also also do a bit of take them just to win outright as a pick 'em, which goes like full game. You'll lay some juice there, but if you like go both, bet a bit of both. it's not too much juice.
Okay.
So I'll probably take him a little both. Yeah,
Little
I
both.
hate getting beat by the extra time. So yeah, we'll be playing on just PSG to lift the trophy as well.
Lift the trophy, and then in regulation there on the 3-way line. All right, of course. So we got you on the morning show, and we catch you on those 2-3 zones videos. I hope it's a 2-3 or 3. I think it's 2-3 zone there with the OG guys. There we go.
Yeah, I'm tapping in with the 2-3 zone with OG Ron, seeing the rifle, Ramon Scott. We shooting those, try to get those out to you every day. But I'm tapping in on the morning show, and I got to slide through a Missy Happy Hour this week. I got to slide through next week. So we around, we lurking. Let's make some money.
Let's make some money. Of course, Stephen Lemieux in his audition here. Great job, Stephen. Great having you here on our live show. Give us a little bit about your background in handicapping.
Yeah, I've been betting sports for like the last 7-8 years. Yeah, I really enjoy football, basketball, baseball, MMA. Yeah, really locked in for this UFC this weekend. Not the greatest card. You got to kind of pick your spots tonight, but after this weekend, we got some great pay-per-views coming up. So definitely ready for the UFC coming up this June and July. Should be awesome.
So let me ask you this question, Steve. If we bring you aboard, will you ever have to get this question from? Will we have to hear this from you? Will we have to be reminded for this stuff?
Sorry, what was that?
If we bring you aboard, will you get these emails from Ron asking where your video is, or will you get them in on time?
No, I'll get them in on time for sure.
There we go. I just want to make sure. Want to make sure. Okay.
Nice.
There we go. I just want to make sure. It's just we there. All right. That's what listen, we want the guys on camera. I love all the cappers to be on camera, and I want them to be able to see, to be able to be seen and heard. And I want to be able to manage you guys, see how you handicap.
Yeah.
Right?
People want to get to know you. That's exactly why you're here. It's like we're talking about players. Here it is.
There we go. All right. That's going to do it here for the Toix Morning Show, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, set notifications. We'll be back again tomorrow live at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Any closing thoughts before we close it out?
Yeah, I'm telling you, that's not the way we are. Hey, Ron, in the chat, that's how you're going to answer? Yeah, that's probably not a good idea. Have a good day, everybody. I'm telling you. Let's make it a winning one. Take Matherin over 15.5 points tonight as well in the NBA basketball game.
Yeah, good.
I like it.
We got like it. All right, guys, we'll go away. Goodbye, guys. You guys make it a win day. We're back tomorrow here on the Tony Six Morning Show.